extremely busy period of uni for those 2 weeks, where it was the last week, the vlog last week, this week, it's Sunday now, so it was this week, and then, my parents were visiting me the week before, so while I had to do a lot of, like, projects and, like, finish everything, I had three presentations in 2 days this week, so I had to prepare that while my parents were in town, and I just didn't have a lot of time to film, or think about filming, or editing, or, like, anything like that, and that made me, now it's 2 weeks ago, like, my last upload was 2 weeks ago. I have one coming up before this, because I don't want to, like, only do sleepovers. Like, I do only want to do sleepovers, but I also want to do, like, provide some other types of content. Also, I don't know if you can see it because I cannot see the screen. But I had a bear. Where is my bear? Wait, it fell. I think it fell. Wait, give me a second. I placed my bear here, but it fell off the pillow. It might fall again. But my bear is here. And I am here. You are here. Welcome again. I have no, like, weird things that happened to me in the past few days, because last time I talked about how I got hit on while just literally walking down the street, and it was the weirdest experience ever. But you have to go watch the other video, like, the previous girl sleepover to hear about that. I'm not gonna tell that story again, but it was weird. It was fun, but it was weird. And what else? Like, I haven't really experienced that much because I was just drowning in schoolwork. And now in the past 3 days, oh my god, I know what we can talk about. Okay, 2 seconds. I need to open the book. This is an iPad, but I have all my books on here right now. I'm using it on my e-reader. Shit. Okay. Wait, what did I do? These. Can you see that? A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, and then A Court of Wings and Ruin. Oh my god, I have been eating, breathing, living these books. I love it so much. I hopped on this bandwagon way too late. But I'm so happy that I did. I'm obsessed with it. I finished the second book, so I finished A Court of Mist and Fury yesterday, and I'm in, like, chapter 5 of the third book right now, and I just resent. That is kind of all I have to know. You know what? Okay. The first book, also, I hope you don't mind me tapping on the screen. I feel like that would be like a nice little background noise. But the first book, this will contain spoilers. So if you don't want to hear about spoilers, I'm sorry. Click off this video. This is not gonna be for you if you don't care about spoilers or you have read them, because I do feel like I'm probably, like, one of the last people on earth to read these books. Please stay. But I read the first book, fell in love with it immediately, even though a lot of people say that the first book is, like, it's so slow, nobody gets through it, and then the second book is really good. The second book is a lot, like, faster paced compared to the first one, 'cause the amount of things that happen in that book, insane. first season. I watched it with my two best friends in one night, in one sitting, and then I watched it again a few weeks later. I would watch it again, honestly, but also like the comic, like Jasper and the comic relief, loved it. Like everything about it, I just like. And then they were fine. They were nice. I think they were fun in the second season as well. But just the Shadow and Bone thing, what the fuck? How can you fuck it up so badly? a sunrise swim that